All right, let's look at number 2 then. I also liked that I had my own room, since in the trailer I shared one with my brother and sister. Okay? So I have subject I, liked, verb. That, okay, is one of those clue words, remember. I had, subject, verb, my own room. Okay? That, in this case, is the clue that we're going to have a dependent clause. I have a subject and I have a verb, so that section is, in fact, a dependent clause. Okay? In this case, it's telling us what we liked. She liked that she had her own room. Okay? It could say, I also liked a dog. All right? So in this case, this entire clause is serving as the direct object. All right? Again, I don't expect you to know that, but you need to be able to pick out your clauses and tell me whether they're independent or dependent and name the type of sentence that it is. Okay? So I have an independent clause, dependent clause. I have since in the trailer. I shared one with my brother and sister. Since, again, is one of those clue words. Okay? It's a subordinating conjunction, which I labeled. I have subject I, shared verb. Okay? If I'm looking at just this underlined part, I have a subordinating conjunction, a subject verb. Does it express a complete thought? No. Okay? So in this case, just the underlined section is going to be B, a dependent clause. All right, now if I'm looking at the entire sentence, okay, I kept track down here, all right? I had one independent clause and two dependent clauses, okay? Does it make any difference whether I have two dependent clauses, one dependent clause, 6 dependent clauses? Does that change the fact that this is what kind of sentence? What kind is it? Complex, right, okay? Does it matter how many dependent clauses I have? No, it doesn't, okay? So the answer here would have been F, all right? Whether I had 2 dependent clauses or 18 wouldn't make any difference, okay? All right, number 3. I asked her what it was, and she told me it was chewing gum, all right? I forgot to underline she told me it was chewing gum, so I asked you guys to do that on your own. I have I, subject, asked, verb, and then I have it was, subject, verb. Okay, this is another relative pronoun that's going to be a clue that we have a dependent clause, kind of like a subordinating conjunction. And then I have comma, fanboys. She told me it was chewing gum. Okay, this one was pretty difficult because it looked like you just had what kind of a sentence? It looked just compound, right? Unless you also caught that it was is also a subject and verb. Okay, so I asked, what did you ask her? So this is acting again as the direct object, what it was. Okay, her would be your indirect object in this case. So this is a dependent clause. I have my independent clause, and then I have another independent clause. So on my tally here, I would have 2 independent and 1 dependent clause. Okay, so what kind of sentence is this going to be? Compound complex, okay? Just the underlined section was my independent clause, so I chose A as that answer. And then if you look at my type of sentence, I have to choose G, compound complex. Okay? Any questions about 3? Okay. All right, we've got to get ready to go here.